Hey everybody, I'm Kasha, and since the release of the Ashe update, I've been hearing a lot of people complain about how she has become overpowered due to her new crit mechanic. In case you're one of those that doesn't read patch notes, or perhaps you've managed to escape the time sink that is League of Legends, allow me to summarize. Ashe's slow on auto has now become a passive ability, meaning that you can now infinitely slow enemies without having to remember to toggle off your Q. Also, she can now critically strike enemies afflicted with her slow 100% of the time at a severely reduced damage ratio, a mere 110%, which is increased based on your critical strike rate. Meaning that if you have 50% critical rate, your crits will deal 160% damage once the enemy has been slowed, so the second attack and all following attacks. I know what you're thinking. Critical strikes every attack? That's insane! Well, let's do some math. Say we have an Ashe and any other marksman, leaving out everything but their autos and critical chance. Ashe with 100 AD and no crit will critically strike 4 out of 5 attacks. That's 100 plus 110 times 4 equals 540 damage. Any other marksman will deal 100 and crit 0 out of 5, so 500 damage. Ashe will have much more early damage due to this mechanic, and because she has slows on auto, she is much more likely to hit repeated attacks and hence repeated crits. But what happens when the crit chance increases? At 100 AD and 40% crit chance, Ashe will crit 4 out of 5 because she cannot crit unless the enemy is affected by her slow. The critical damage will be increased by 40% to 50%. So, 100 plus 150 times 4 equals 700. With the same AD and crit chance, any other marksman will, on average, crit 2 out of 5 attacks, dealing 100 times 3 plus 200 times 2 equaling 700 damage. The exact same amount. At 100 AD and 80% crit, Ashe will crit 4 out of 5 and deal 90% crit damage, so 100 plus 190 times 4 equals 860. The other will crit 4 out of 5, on average, so that's 100 plus 200 times 4 equaling 900. Keep in mind, this is completely ignoring everything except their auto attacks and crit chance, but the math shows that after a certain point, Ashe's new crit mechanic actually slows her down late game. Of course, all this means nothing with a 90% plus crit rate, but you'll definitely be lacking in AD or an armor pen if you build that much. The difference is so slight that it's almost negligible. But if you take into consideration champion abilities like MFW or Twitch's passive poison, in reality Ashe needs the early damage just to match the other marksmen. All in all, I'm glad Ashe got a polish. Her classic style and unique mechanic brings something special to the game, and played properly she can become a real problem for the enemy. Thank you for watching. Feel free to like, favorite, share, subscribe, and so on. It's all you. If you guys want me to do more little bitty tutorial videos like this, I would be more than willing to do some. And yeah, so that'll be it for me today, guys. And so we go.